That's the biggest yabby I've ever fucking seen. Oh, look at that one.
There's been no sunshine here for days, and black clouds are lingering.
All right. G'day friends, welcome back to Bush Rats. I'm Young Lee, and today we are taking a break from the old Hilux revival. Need to take a minute. Been flat out on that for the last month, as you would have seen on the previous videos. So today we've just come out for a nice relaxing yabby mission. So we're back at the same dam that did really well on YouTube. Biggest haul of yabbies ever. Haven't been out here since that video, so that was about 2.5 years ago. And just for something different, I've been trying the fishing. I've been out 3 or 4 times and I couldn't buy a fish if I was at the fish markets, you know, so you get that sometimes. Weather's starting to warm up, so they might be firing up soon, so I'm going to keep trying, but for now we're just going to go chuck a net in, a couple nets. Speaking of nets, rolled out with a couple of the old favourite trap nets. We are on private property, this isn't public land, so we can use these ones here. And the good fellas over at BCK Outdoors have got a new style of yabby net I've never tried or seen before. This is how she packs up to, and you just look at that. That's pretty handy. I do like how compact it is when it packs up. So we've got 2 of these, 2 of the trappies. We're going to try this dam and the old faithful pram dam out the other side, just keep it casual. So if you've seen any of our previous yabbing videos, we've been out here a few times. As far as bait goes, we've got some of the bottom of the freezer specials. You know the stuff you put in there a couple of years ago and it just works its way to the bottom of the deep freezer and you never see it again. So we've got some sausages that were on special a couple of years ago and some chicken. Usually does the job, the old chicken. Got the old nosy bait bombs. 1 for each net, so I'm going to put a sausage and a bit of chicken in each one. We'll chuck 1 of each nets into this dam here. Hopefully it's still full of yabbies, and we'll chuck a couple nets out on the other pram dam, and hopefully there's still a heap of yabbies in here, and then we might just go for a bit of an explore, see if we can find a couple other dams. I know there's a bunch of them out in this sort of area, so but first things first, let's cut up some chicken and split some snags. Some green chicken. Alright, the dam is looking about as full and empty as it ever has, so that's about as much water as I feel she gets in it. It's just been piss and rain all winter, hasn't really quite warmed up yet. But I've got the nets rigged up, 1 trappy, 1 of the new ones. We're going to chuck them 1 on each side and just see what happens. That's all we can do. Okay, dam number 2, known as the pram dam, from the pram that hangs up in the tree just behind us there. It's looking extra full, extra milky, could be a good thing. Same deal, one of each nets, bit of chicken and sausage combo. Let's get them in. Alright, we've got the nets out. I'm going to go for a bit of a cruise around, might check a few of the other dams, just have a bit of a look. We're going to give them about 45 to an hour, I reckon, come back and check them. But both dams are looking alright. There's a few zip ties lying around the edges, which means someone's been out here before with their nets. So hopefully no one's cleaned them right out, but we're going to find out in about an hour, guys. So I'm going to head off this direction, see what we can find. If there's anything cool, I'll let you know. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a big pile of old rusty tin and barrels and broken bottles and plates and a bit of cutlery and all sorts. There's a bucket over here. So yeah, I was just following the trail of old burnt out cars and ended up in the bush up here. I'm assuming there used to be like a farmhouse maybe just over there. There's a big pile of tin over there. Maybe this was their little rubbish pit. I'll bring the metal detector back out here next time. I've actually never stumbled across this before, but pretty interesting stuff, just following the rust. So she's been about 45 minutes now. I'm going to head back to the first dam and hopefully we've got a feed of yabbies in there. Come on, let's get out of here. Alright, back here at the first dam, first net, let's have a look. Fucking nothing. We got one tadpole. One bloody, oh, where is he? One little stonker tadpole. That's not a good start. Chuck it back out. Like I said, it's only been about an hour. Maybe they all died in a hot summer. Who knows? Let's keep trying. Net number 2 coming in. Absolutely nothing as well. Well, hopefully the pram dam has got some yabbies in it. Back at the pram dam, not an overly great start at the, well, it's a good dam usually, so I don't know, we're gonna find out in a second. Typical pram dam fashion, just a bunch of small ones. We've got 2, 4, 5 itty bitty yabbies. Oh, so small they're falling out. Alright, that's one back. There you go, that's all we're dealing with. Some little finger sized yabbies. Yay big, not even a shuckers. There's some in here. We'll check the other net, they might all be on the other side. So yeah, that's probably the biggest one of the bunch there. Nothing too exciting. Don't think we're going to be getting a feed. There's not much in this next net as well. I might shoot back, get the nets out of the other dam and put them in a different dam that has also never done too well. I do have another spot we'll check on another video way out the other side of town as well that could be a lot better. We've been out there once with Tony back in the day, maybe 3 years ago, and we did really well. So more of a reconnaissance mission, checking out the old dams that we used to hit all the time. Not looking good so far. a little bit better. You've got 2, 4, 6, 7, all about the same sort of size. Right, I'm just back at the first dam. I'm going to move this net, it's fucking open already. Still nothing in it. So we're going to take this one to a different spot and see what happens there. Another dam. I've never really caught any yabbies out of this one. Years ago. It now has a bunch of reeds growing in it which weren't there last time. Maybe someone's chucked some in, maybe there was a couple in there they've been breeding up. So in usual fashion, there's only one way to find out. Get a net in. Alright, back at the first dam. If there's nothing here, I'm going to have to pull the net in. Give me one yabby. Oh. We asked for one and we've gotten one. And it's not a bad size one either, check that out. I don't know if you can see that, but... Whew! Starting to think my favourite dam had nothing in it. I mean, one's not heaps, but it's better than none. There he is, the lonely yabby. Not as good as the last time we were here. So like I said on the last video that we were at this dam here, I got the most yabbies I've ever caught. And now we're down to one, so don't know if this spot's done its dash, needs a bit of a break. I mean, I haven't been here in a few years, so I mean, someone must be coming here. We're gonna pop him back. I might just throw this net back out one more time and just see if we can get one more out of here. I'm gonna do one more lap. We might have to call that a day, but good to see there's one in there. I'm going to assume we got some more small boys in here. What do we got? Oh, that's not bad. When if you were chasing a feeder, little ones, you got them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20 odd little tiny yabs. I'm not going to be keeping any of these, they're too small. Hopefully they can breed up and feed and get a lot bigger for one day, but we've never really caught any big ones out of this one. It's always just chockers of little ones, so better than nothing. We'll come back and get them when they're bigger. We'll nip over to the other side and check the other net. BCK net coming in. That's better as well. So we done all right. I was getting worried there. I thought one of my favourite close to home spots was done for. So, a couple in there that you'd eat. That one there, he's not bad. The BCK net doing just as well as the Opera House style net. Good 20 or so in there. Send these ones back. Catch boys. Look at that. Packs up nice and small. The old bait bomb. No mess, no fuss. Come on, let's go check these other ones and we'll get out of here. Final check on this one. Nothing. Put a bonus sausage in that one. Yeah, so unfortunately not as many yabbies as it used to have in here. It may have got real dry one summer and they've, I don't know, not a lot of them made it through, you know. We'll go check that last net on the way out of here, and then next week we'll go camping. Final net, final dam. I haven't got high hopes for this one based on previous experiences, but let's have a look. Oh. Just goes to show what I know, eh? Look at that. That's the biggest yabby I've ever fucking seen. Oh, look at that one. Damn. I don't even know if that's a yabby or a kunak. We'll get him out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Alright. Just brought him back up to the car. Look at the size of them fucking yabbies. The biggest yabbies I've ever seen. Real dark. There's a third one in here. So that's just standard sort of yabby colour. Kind of greeny, bit blue. These ones are real dark. And you look at the size of the nipper differences on there. I'm pretty sure these are yabbies. I don't think they're kunaks. Chuck this medium one back. Right down to the wire on the last pull of the nets. Two bloody stonky yabbies. I haven't got a measuring stick, so I can't get a measure on them, but they're, you know, shucker size yabs. Pretty cool. That one there is huge. Nippers up, boys. Very cool. We'll send these guys home. Good to know. We've got another dam to check. I was about to give up on this area and start looking for a new area, so we'll leave them be. Maybe when the weather warms up a bit more, they might be a bit more active. Hasn't quite cracked that 30-degree summer vibes yet, so we'll send these boys home. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of the pines. Well, there we have it, guys. Another cracking, good fun yabbying adventure done. Good to see they're still around, as we've said. This dam here did really well actually with the two stonkers. If you like those nets, BCK Outdoors, check them out. The bait bombs as well, we've used them a bunch of times. They're bait bombs by Knowlesy, as in Shannon Knoll. Yeah, thanks for watching, friends. Like and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself, if you've made it this far. We will see you next time out on the tracks. You.